Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Let's get straight to the biscuits. Alright, what do we got going on? We're in the port of Oakland. It's a beautiful port that isn't even near the coast, so I'm a little confused on how that one works. But, well, I was expecting a lot more considering it's a port. I was maybe like, oh, sure, they'll give you a lot of options because, you know, there's a lot of cargo coming in and out. No, why would that make any sense? God, I'm just so dumb. Well, I guess we're going sugar from Oakland, California to Ely, Nevada. Because it's a decent amount of money. And it's not a bad distance. Plus, it's going west to east, which is mixing things up a little bit. How do I get cargo? I have to, like, go all the way back to the fucking beginning, come all the way back here just to grab one of these trailers, and... Man, what a pain in the dick. Such a pain. Stop? I refuse to stop. I ain't stopping for no guard who's standing up there, acting all smug like it's his show. This is my show, bitch. I can hack you out of existence. I can't do that. I don't know how to computer. I'm that kind of guy who's really into computers, but I can't figure them out for the fucking life of me. In one situation, I had a friend come over and help me, well, one of my hard drives in my RAID array broke, and so he helped, like, install it and whatnot, because I don't know how to run a computer. But afterwards, you know, he's a sick, sadistic bastard who flipped the goddamn, like, on-off switch, not like a power button, but the thing that actually doesn't let you turn it on unless it is flipped on the back of the computer. Anyway, he flipped that. And I spent like a fucking hour the next morning trying to be like, well, how the hell do I turn it on? And I was like, well, fuck shit. And then I like email him like, you fucked it all. I'm like, no, it was me. It was all me. It was all me all along. I'm a dingle dongle. Confirmed dingle dongle. This place is quite lovely, actually. I like all these high ass shipping containers. They stack them so well. I love cranes. Cranes are just a eighth wonder of the world. Oh, cranes. Not Cranes the bird. Cranes the birds are well, beautiful and not really assholes. So really, they're just a bird. But man, you know, you got your beautiful birds, you got your funky looking birds, and you got your asshole birds. And really, just like cranes are just somewhere in the middle. In terms of my opinion, I see them around enough that they're just sort of the thing. I don't mind them. They don't get in my way. I'm not gonna hate them either. They can exist, they can live their lives, and I'll let them live their lives. I have put myself in a weird predicament here. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. We're going this way. Fuck it, we're getting our exploration bonuses. Let's turn on some tunes. Now, let's turn on some more tunes down here. Yeah, get that Terminal D on. Can you please turn the Terminal D on? Airports with multiple terminals, man. Is that a... Whoa! What you doing out here? Fuck. Ran straight into that. Well, I was expecting maybe I'd be able to make this turn. And then all of a sudden the truck came over and decided to block off most of the lane. Oh my god, I hate you, truck. Why'd you have to come into my life? I hate you, Dad. I'm gonna crash into him. Fuck it. I don't care about him. He's not mine, baby. Anyway. Airports with multiple terminals, man. It can be a real pain in the ass to navigate that shit. So, you know, if you don't know what a terminal is in an airport, it's just like a separate section that usually has some sort of common destination between all the flights that come in and out of that area. So let's say you come in through security and the main stuff in the main part of the airport, and then you gotta go like find your terminal with the gate is in. So D69 or whatever. But it, like D's maybe the all international flights, and then like A maybe local flights or some shit. But they can be pretty big, pretty far apart on like other sides of the airport. And it can be a pain to get around, especially in bigger airports. But like, I'm happy the Minneapolis St. Paul airport put in the little tram thing that runs up and down one of the terminals. Or like crosses through all the terminals, because that's pretty nice, man. Being able to get if you gotta make a connection, you ain't got time to dilly dally. You feel me? If you have to get from one terminal to the other side of the goddamn airport, then you better book it. And that tram really helps out. Well, you know, also having the light rail, which is just the Minnesota Department of Transportation, just like little tram that runs throughout the city. But you can also take it to the Mall of America. So hey, let's say you got like an 8-hour layover or some shit. Probably that'd be a long fucking layover. But anyway, you got a long layover. You wanna chill for a while, fam? And you can just like throw some shit in a locker and take the light rail to the Mall of America and shop. Of course, you have to go back through security on the way back in, because that'd be pretty silly if they just let you buy whatever you wanted from the Mall of America. But yeah, you know what? I'm proud of the work the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport has done. Although currently they're going through a like a crisis with the TSA, leaving only like one security checkpoint open. So it's just like fucking a mess right now. As far as the last I've heard, I think they were trying to get it all sorted out, and who's and what's. Ugh. Well, it's 470 or 67 miles to go. All right, this one's nothing to scoff at. I need more verbs to describe some sort of bodily function that's just involves the mouth usually. Let's see what I've gone like sneeze, cough, scoff. A scoff sounds like a name for a fucking pastry, right? Scones, scoff. I mean, it just seems like it could be. Hey, this guy's got what we were carrying last time. Good luck, sir. I am proud to call you a fellow trucker. Trucker. Alright, let's get on the highway. 4:05 a.m. I'm not ready to drive this early in the morning. I need to take a nap probably before we get too far into the delivery. The delivery. Oh, how do we take 2%? It's fine. It's probably when we scraped our ass up against that truck in the beginning. Anyway, so we're not going to get an excellent score because we have failed to do our job properly. And I wish the game was maybe a little more lenient on that shit. It penalizes you for fucking up, even slightly. I heard someone put it, it's a game where if you run a stop sign, then you lose half your income. And it's just like, it's so true in many situations. It's just maybe a little too harsh in terms of its penalties. I don't know if this game is harder than Euro Truck Simulator 2, but I had a much easier time being able to make money. Maybe it was also because of the fact that I didn't record it and just ended up playing some good hours into it just by myself in my off time. Who knows? But maybe I might go down to the workshop mods relatively soon if I ever remember. I see it on the main menu like, hey, Steam Workshop, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that sometime. I'm never gonna remember. I come do this at like the end of my day, and it's like, okay, let's record some American Truck Simulator. Wait a second. Ah, it's nighttime. Damn. No, I hope that meme is done for the rest of my life. Ooh. Do you think there's gonna be like some weird meme reunion in the future, where like some motherfuckers are gonna be like, hey, here's the most popular memes of the 2000s, the 2010s. I don't know, just like look back at a history timeline in like 2050 and be like, here's all the greatest memes that we've ever had, and then they're all gonna make a comeback, and I'll be like, I lived through all those. They were garbage. Everything's garbage. Yeah, garbage, kid. Yeah. So, something on my mind. Just because earlier this evening I watched a movie called Zerto? I don't know, it's a Mexican film about a kid who plays marbles, except it's the most overhyped, overanticipated marble match of all time. As someone who's never played marbles, never seen anyone play marbles, it was very confusing. Because marbles just did not seem like that much of a like competitive sport as I think the movie would want to put it. I could see the skill in it, you know, you gotta aim the marbles and shit, and you gotta have a lot of control over the marble ball. But then like they get into this shit like, oh shit, well here's my top tier marble, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? It's a goddamn marble. Aren't they all the same? But they're like, I'll bet you my centennial marble over your zebra marble. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Colors? I don't know. Shapes? Dicks? Fuck, it was very confusing. And then they didn't explain how to play marbles for like 40 minutes. And then they finally gave a brief tutorial. About 20 seconds long. And it was so overhyped, man. Everybody apparently was very invested that this kid had to win some marbles. They were like, this kid that we all somehow know through weird relations in this small town is really good at marbles. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's never lost a game of marbles. You know what? This guy's never lost a game of marbles, and this guy says he knows someone who's a professional at marbling. Maybe it's marbling, but it's like, you know what? We should get them into competition together, and then bet the town's life savings. It's like, why are you doing this? I think they actually went for the entire town's life savings. There were like people going broke to loan sharks and shit over this fucking gambling addiction that everyone seemed to have simultaneously. And then they were like, hey, I know we're supposed to have a festival in a while, but fuck it, let's bet it all into this goddamn marble match with the other town and their weird shit. Their weird competitor who wears purple eyeliner and a black leather coat like he's in the fucking Matrix. And it's like, what is going on here? Not to mention the fact that this might as well have been like a weird dystopian Mexican future where it rained ash constantly, and they said it was ash. I'm not making this up. I saw, like, it's raining black specks. What is it, raining fucking ash in some sort of Silent Hill type shit? No, they're like, it's raining ash, put on a coat. And I'm like, what the fuck sort of situation is this in? Is Mexico near any volcanoes that I need to know of? Because, like, how else do you get ash rain? Besides weird J-pop music, because I Google searched it real quick. But anyway, I was like, what are you talking about with this ash shit? And it happened multiple times. I was like, it's ash. I'm so confused. But then there was also, please get up the hill. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. Well, but then, like, everything else was fucking weird. Everyone's fashion made no sense. The fashion looked like it was trying to start its own fashion line in the year 2045. It was something that you would, like, satirically create of the future. Like, the fucking police had this weird shaved head thing, but it was also, it was dumb for his haircut. And then he also, like, silver and reflecty and vests and Hitler. It just looked like Hitler without a mustache. It was very weird. Then there was, like, this weird gang of three, who I presume were dudes. It was hard to tell for one of them, but they just, like, had this weirdest dress, man. One of them was bald, but had Avatar, the animated cartoon, and Night Shyamalan film, The Last Airbender. Anyway, he had those sort of, like, that weird tattoo that's just, like, an arrow that goes across his fucking face, or forehead or whatever. That motherfucker had, like, 8 of those. It was very weird. One of them had a giant afro and was wearing some sort of, like, spider coat. And then the other one was just, like, blonde highlights in a weird bush patch on top of his head. It was so very weird. And they were carrying around chainsaws at the beginning of the movie. Because they're a gang, apparently. They're a gang of fucking people from Mad Max. And it just doesn't make sense. I'm very confused. And shit just went weird and weird. And then there was, like, weird dream sequences with CG. And then got into weird kidnapping and extortion over a marble game. It's some 10-year-old kid. Excuse me, but my god, what a weird movie that was. Mexico. I don't know how much Mexico is known for its filmmaking, but that was a weird one, for sure. Very confused. So confused. And towards the end, you know, it might as well just have been considered this weird, overly dramatic, melodramatic, sports film. You feel me? It could have been like the fucking Mighty Ducks of marbles. I couldn't tell. God. It's just very confusing. I see in the mirror, there's some dude who's trying to pass me up, but I was going too fast for him, so he never passed me up, and he just merged back into my lane. What a bitch. Nice airport. Am I right? I love No, I don't love airports. I actually hate flying and hate airports, but I love the idea of airports. I love the ideas of, you know, just a place to make planes come in and out of. It's just, it's cool. I think it's cool. I hate flying, though, so there's that. God, I love airports. I think they also have a large part to play in a lot of video games, too. You know, they're like the hubs. They can be hubs of places coming in. If you're playing maybe like a zombie survival game, you know, you like DayZ, you get all the good supplies there. That's where shit is. That's where shit goes down, is the airport. Airports are great. But, it's just a lot of fun. Oh, airports. It's just silly. You know, it's like the main bases in Battlefield 2 or some shit is the airports. Because you gotta get the planes, you gotta get the helicopters, where else are you gonna store all that air shit? The fucking moon base? I don't know. No, exactly. You're right. You got me. Thanks for answering, of course. And to all those who didn't answer, the teacher is very disappointed in you, class, and he's gonna fail you all now. I am not the teacher, I am merely the dean. The president. I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito. Alright. We got a little ways to go. We're just booking it across the desert, though. The exciting plains of Nevada. I don't even think you can consider this a plain. This ain't no prairie shit. This ain't no Little House on the Prairie. Book or movie, whatever your choice is. This is just straight up desert. Desert and some mountains and rocks and bushes. And that's it. Desert climate. You know, big problem of the Midwest is the destruction of the prairie. Because it all got turned into farmland. And so I think there's only like a very, very tiny amount of prairie left. And that's just like destroying a huge ecosystem of the American Midwest. So sad. Too bad. It's I think it's quite a beautiful this just terrain or biome, I guess, if you want to go by weird terms. It's just gone now. We need to sleep at some point, but unfortunately, we have gone on apparently like the stretch of highway in the Canadian wilderness that doesn't have a gas station for like 500 miles anyway. Oh, here comes the roller coaster. Are you ready? Here comes the build up. Oh, oi! Oh, yeah, it's the peak. Whoa! Oh shit! It's gonna come back up. What are we gonna do? Smile for the camera, everybody! Woo! This is the lamest roller coaster ever. It's not even wooden. I have gone over this before, but my hatred for roller coasters is just up there of things I hate the most. Things I wish I would never have to interact with again in my life. Roller coasters are up there. Planes are nowhere near roller coaster tier hatred. Because planes I can tolerate most of the time. They maybe give me a little seasick, maybe a little claustrophobic at times, get a little stressed out. It's a lot of hassle to go through an airport as well. But it's, you know, I can deal with them, and they're really probably the best, you know, just mode of transportation in a lot of situations, especially if you got to get over the ocean. You feel me? I ain't ready to take a fucking cruise. I think I might hate boats more than planes. Boats suck, in my opinion. Fuck boats. Boats, they're very all over the place with the waves. They're whoosh. Oh, I thought for a second we had somehow grinded on the rail and missed the popo, but no, that didn't happen. We just took a little bit of damage on our front end. That's okay. It's okay. We'll recover. We'll keep on driving. But boats suck, man. They go back and forth. It's windy on the boat. I'm close to the water. I don't like the water. I'd prefer not to swim if I had the choice. But it's just like, what a pain in the butt. Boats. Boats and hoes. Welcome to Nevada, indeed. Do you think there's a song for Nevada, like Nevada? I don't. That's how you spell Nevada, right? Nevada. Yeah, okay. Nevada. I'm surprised I got it on my first time. I thought it was going to be like NEQDWSD NASDAQ. Or some shit along that lines. But no, that didn't happen. Thank goodness. I like to be able to spell off the fly. I know smelling off the fly is pretty good too. But when you really need to get to this gas station, that's up ahead, up in here, y'all gonna make me go out, up in here. Oh, DMX, how you've transformed from a weird rapper in the early 2000s to just a tragic mess who gets into weird fights and picked up by the police, and then tweets things like, "Sex is great and all, but have you tried garlic bread?" Fucking garlic bread. Oh, the gas station's up here, right? In the little town that we saw just over the hill? Yeah, okay. Is there a difference between a gringa and a gringo? Because I've heard gringa in this song, and I've heard gringo in popular media, but is there a difference? I don't know anything about Spanish. It could be anything that ends in A is feminine, anything that ends in O is masculine. But fuck it, I don't know anything. Let's pull into this rest area real quick. What up with you, old western town that's weirdly over here? Well, it is the West. It's shocking, right? How dare it? At least it's got an American flag waving in the wind. How much money do you think they put into the waving of the American flag? Sometimes I just wish they could take the hair physics from the Tomb Raider 2013 game, that they just put like millions of dollars into that hair of Lara Croft, because it can, and they should just throw it into American flags. I love the American flag. I'm not gonna lie. It is certainly nice to go to any Perkins really and just have a giant American flag flying over it. And by giant, I mean it's fucking massive. It's probably bigger. It could drape over the entire building. And it's just flying up there on the pole, way above the building. It's beautiful. America, you know what's up, Perkins. You know exactly who you're advertising to. And I'm one of those people. Shoot me some bacon, some hash browns, some eggs, some pancakes, any time of the day. Dum, dum, dum. Look at that beautiful mountain. Ain't you beauty? Mississippi Queen. That's a mountain song, anyway. A little tower too. Oh man, the silly Nevada desert. Well, we're coming up on Tonopah. I don't know why it wants me to turn like I'm a dum-dum. It wants me to turn right in the middle of the town to get closer to the highway, but we could just turn up in any part of the highway. Have we ever been here and turned right onto this highway? Because I know we come through Tonopah a lot and turn left on this highway. Just if we want to get a little to the north, you know, we take this road a lot. But have we ever done here? I don't know. That could be new. It could be entirely. Oh no, we've got yellow here. Okay, so it's not new, but it's probably been a while since we've been here. I can't remember all 61 episodes of American Truck Simulator I've recorded. What am I? A bookworm? I don't know what that means. I have no offense to any worms out there. Book or not bookworm. Worm. Got worms in my indigestion, upset stomach, seafood. Oh yeah, we talked about the worm there. Remember that conversation we had at one point in our long history of American Truck Simulator videos. There have been some weird conversations. See, you know, I was talking about how somebody's gonna highlight all the good memes. I'm gonna have to go back and highlight and make a clip show of all the American Truck Simulator videos, which is not gonna happen strictly because that sounds like a pain in the ass. Really, that's just a lot of extra work, and I don't even have all the videos saved anymore because that is a lot of space that these things take up, man. When each fucking video is just so much space, like gigabytes on gigabytes of footage, and then you have 32 hours of it, and it's too much to handle. Plus you got the rendered videos and all that other doohickeys. That it's just like we should probably delete some after a while because I just don't have the space for it. It's too much, too hot to handle, and I'm not about to go get an external hard drive just to save my shitty American Truck Simulator commentary. Wouldn't that be weird? I should make this into an audiobook. Really, it seems like I could probably write a novel. An hour a day keeps the publisher away? I don't know. But we could just start writing some weird, like, romance novel. I don't know. Call it Jeffrey with a Geff, of course. That sort of Jeffrey, and the what? In the fall? I don't know. Anyway, speaking of romance novels, I remember one day, or one night, one evening, one time of day, that me and a friend, or at least I did while talking to a friend, went through, I was somehow managed on iTunes for some fucking reason. I think I was, like, syncing up my phone, because I do that, like, once every year, just to make sure it still works. Anyway, it was, like, on iTunes, and I was like, oh shit, books? There's books on iTunes, that's kind of funny. And then we somehow ended up into the furry section. Or like, weird otherkin romance books that were just silly. So there was one, like, he's a dolphin and he's also a vampire, and it's like, what are you even talking about? He must make love to other dolphins. And I just kept reading these synopses, and I was like, what the fuck are you on about, book? You talking about how a dolphin needs to fuck other dolphins? Sure, but he's a man. They're both men. Wait a second. Dolphins! It's like, what? And then there's the ones that I found the most humorous were the ones that were mixing up, like, supernatural beasts and animals. So there was one about a vampire and a rabbit, and they had a hilariously photoshopped cover where it was like some vampire with blood dripping off his teeth looking down his hands, like, solemnly, and then someone just threw a fucking rabbit into the hands of the vampire. And it was so hilarious, man. What a great book cover that was. And I didn't read the book, but I think it was about how vampires need to suck the blood of rabbits or some shit and make love to them afterwards. Man, I don't know, but they're both men. Of course they can transform into humans. You wouldn't have some weird bestiality book. You'd be the odd man on the block. That'd be weird and awkward for all people involved. That was just some weird shit, man. I'm not trying to hate on shit like Twilight, of course, but man, if it's straight up romance, like, it is not even good, like, character development. Although, am I arguing that Twilight has okay character development? Absolutely not. It is a piece of shit. Every character in there is a piece of shit. They act like complete dum-dums and need to take a lesson out of any real person's book. And I think the movie series is quite dumb, and I hate it. And I hate, especially, I've seen the first one, and I wanted to jump off a bridge the entire time. And, oh god, save me. Anyway. But, like, what's up with that? What's up with that airplane food, of course? I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm just, like, falling asleep here in the chair. Not the dentist chair, that'd be weird. Has anybody... I assume people fall asleep during dentist procedures. Just because, you know, you can get into it. It's not like you're doing a whole lot. You're just sort of staring up into the fucking ceiling while there's people doing shit to your teeth. You know what? I don't know if you can get through the weird feelings of, like, drills and shit on your teeth, then by God, I can see how you would fall asleep. What's up with the green flashing lights up ahead? I'm going crazy. Is it just some gas station who's decided to go into fucking rave mode? What the fuck, man? I thought I was losing my... What? Stop it, man. I'm gonna get a seizure and die. Don't give me... What? Now it's back to normal. I don't know. Maybe it was just some factor of we were too far away to have an entirely filled-in light effect. Man, I don't fucking know. Lights are a weird thing. Especially in video games, man. You know, I think one of the most important qualities of visual aspects of video games would be lighting. You have bad lighting that's just sort of like blocks, and it's just like, wow, this is not great looking. And then you throw in like dynamic lighting and shit, and it's like, oh man, it's beautiful. It's just almost as beautiful as you are, honey. Nice house. Okay, we're almost here. We can do it. We can stay awake. I believe in a little thing called keeping your eyes open on the road. It's a champagne taste. I shouldn't be driving this car. Oh, we're never gonna make it past this intersection. Alright, book it. fuck everybody else near and on this road. We're done. We're done. I'm finishing this up. I'm sorry, stop sign. We may have to hit you. We may have hit you. I can't tell. And we're gonna go into the other oncoming traffic lane, of course, just to make life a little bit easier. I wish we could go through like some weird seedy back alley and then get stabbed by a homeless person and then they have our cargo stolen. Where's my realism? Nice gravel pile of rocks, because you needed those, right? Sometimes the Nevada desert just needs more rocks and stupid sand shit. Not poopy, not sand filled with poop or poop filled with sand. That'd be weird if you had poop filled with sand. I'd probably talk to a doctor about that. Unless you're really into eating sand, then to each their own. But medically, I don't know if that's a sounded plan. Hurry now, please skip. Okay. Satisfactory, not bad. We didn't take too much damage other than the little tickle we had earlier. 10 grand is pretty good, I'd honestly say, and we're still level 18, so got a lot of progress to go still. Sound like we're out of the woods. Out of curiosity, how much time? Holy shit, we paid off one of our loans! Oh my god, it's a miracle. We paid off one of our fucking loans, and we... it feels good. It feels good, man. Alright, company manager, driver manager. How you doing, Horst? You have gone down to making way less money per day, but so have I. I used to be up there in like the 18 grand per day or some shit. Now what the fuck has happened? And you do you. You do you, Horst. I'm okay with it. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of American Truck Simulator, and I will see you next time.